Today I'm going to show you a really simple way to get a more flexible edit timeline in Final Cut Pro, which will save you a lot of time and some headaches. Hi, my name's Joe from Joe Films. Let me tell you a story. Since the beginning of time, there's been a divide. A divide between Final Cut users and those forced to use Premiere Pro. I'm kidding, of course. However, you often hear Premiere Pro users bash Final Cut for its magnetic timeline, instead preferring Adobe's multi-track timeline structure. Apple created a more fluid way of editing, which to some may seem like the more basic approach, and in my opinion, it does make Final Cut more accessible to beginners. But there is one thing you can do to avoid the annoyances of the magnetic timeline and make it work for you, and I'm going to show you how right now. Okay, so you've shot a video and you've set up your event, you've got a nice empty project waiting for you. If I just drag in a few clips into the timeline, I can drag them around quite happily, swap them over, and I can drag one and put it on top of another clip. And now that clip is attached to the one below. So if I try and move the clip below, which is on the timeline, they both come with it. Now this can be quite handy in some situations, but if you've done a longer edit and you decide you want to make a clip shorter, or delete a clip completely, or change it, swap it over, whatever, you risk the magnetic feature of the timeline completely messing up your edit, particularly if you've cut to music, or you have effects, or text overlays, you name it. So here's how you solve that issue. I've deleted the clips from the timeline. Before you start dragging and dropping, you just need to do one thing. Add a slug. What is a slug? Not quite. What you're going to do is you're going to hit Option W, and that brings up this. Now this just looks like a grey box. This is a slug, and what a slug is basically nothing. It's a placeholder, but it does more than that, and it does one very important thing. I'll make that a bit longer, and now I'm going to drag in my clips again. Now, I've placed those next to each other. The magnetic timeline didn't do that. And if I wanted to, I could have spread them out like this. They don't zoom off to find the nearest birdie to stick to. I can put them wherever I want and they'll stay there, because what they're doing is they're attaching themselves to the slug. Beyond that, if I were to drag a clip, as I did before, on top of another clip, this time it's not the bottom clip that becomes the anchor, but instead each individual clip only joins itself to the slug. So now I can move this bottom clip out the way and it doesn't come with it, and it won't have any effect on any other clip surrounding it. Now, if you've already done your edit slug free and need to move things around or make changes, but you don't want to risk the surrounding clips being moved, you can select a clip, or by holding down Command you can select as many clips as you like, or you can just drag a box around the desired clips. And what you're going to do then is you're going to press P. You're just going to hit P. Now your cursor has changed to a little arrowhead, and that is the position tool. And with the position tool, you can grab a clip and drag it upwards. Now I've got 3 clips, so I'm dragging all 3 up. And as you'll see below, it's made a slug for me. You can also just do it to one clip. And then you can switch back to the select tool by pressing A, and you can make any sort of changes you want to that clip, and it won't have any effect on the surrounding clips because you're editing on the slug. And beyond this kind of basic application, if you were to edit an entire video on a slug for a client and they come back and say, oh, we don't like that section, take that out or move it to another point in the video, you can just cut the slug at the beginning and end points of that section and move it wherever you like, and everything attached to it will go with it. So it's a really easy way to adjust your edit after the fact and have the least destructive impact on your edit as a whole. So there you have it. A few basic reasons to edit on a slug. It's the first thing I do whenever I start a new project. Whack a slug on the timeline and you're off. I hope this video has been helpful. If it has, please leave a like below. It really helps me out. And share it with your friends so we can all learn about the benefits of slugs. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to subscribe to my channel for more content like this. And until next time, take care. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.